Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the About Time podcast. I am your host, Maya Cree. And y'all, number one, we are back. Okay, we are so back. Number two, we're visual now. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. We are visual now. To my audio only listeners, if you head over to my channel on YouTube, Miss Maya Cree, you'll be able to catch every episode from now on, unless otherwise specified, on YouTube. So go to YouTube right now, subscribe to Miss Maya Cree on YouTube. The link is in my bio on both my main page and my podcast page, and we finna get it. We are finna get it, y'all. And I'm so excited. As you can see, your girl got a mic now. I got a setup. It's not the best setup. It's not like, bigger podcast setups. But we here. We got a little bit something. We working with something. And we finna just keep rising. We finna do exactly what we do. So I'm so excited today to be talking to y'all on this new setup. Y'all, I work so hard. Okay, let's just get into it. But I'm so glad that I finally am producing this part. And when I told y'all that I had something new coming for 2024, I was so serious. To my visual people, if you see the glare in my glasses, from the light, please don't bother it. Please don't mind. Okay, because it's been a struggle trying to get this set up, okay? But anyways, we're going to get right into it today. First of all, I want to know how y'all guys liked the last episode. Like, did you enjoy it? I heard a lot of people talking about the deep breath at the end. And truly, y'all, let me just tell you why I do the deep breath at the end of every episode. Because I do the deep breath sorry, y'all. I really want to do this in one take. So I'm keeping it as natural as possible as I do for my audio podcast. But getting into it, I do the deep breath at the end of every episode because I feel like it's just a moment of release. Like, we just talked about this whole, segment, and we're doing this, and I think a deep breath signifies just closure and release and relaxation. That's what I think the deep breath means, and I hope that y'all do it with me, because that's why I include them at the end of every single podcast, because you don't know what the episode may bring. You don't know like what kind of emotions we're touching. You don't know what type of, possibly triggering moments that we might discuss. Like, I'm not saying every single episode is going to be harsh and dark and sentimental. We're going to have our happy moments. We're going to have our sad moments. That's just what life is. That's what About Time is. And I want to keep it authentic and very original. And I just want to keep it moving. So at the end of every episode, I'm going to do the deep breath, and I just really hope that you guys do them with me, because it signifies that we're together. It signifies that we are a community and that we got each other. So that's the main reason why I do them. So hopefully now, with a little bit more context, you guys will enjoy them more. I'm not saying that you guys did not enjoy them, because I got a lot of good feedback and a lot of good comments about the specific deep breath part of the last episode. And I've just been receiving so much love. I say this every single episode, you guys. I've been receiving so much love and so much support, and I just really appreciate everyone who's just trusting the process and keeping me grounded and, encouraging me throughout this process. So that being said, let's get into it. I might, before this is up, maybe I will have an answer, but I know that last episode I asked you guys, do you prefer the long episodes or the short episodes, like the 15-20 minute episode versus the 30-40 minute episodes? And I think right now my capacity is no longer than 20 minutes. So I'm gonna try to do shorter episodes. However, when we expand a little bit more, maybe I'll give y'all longer episodes, because I understand that some episodes for some different podcasts be up to an hour long, up to 2 hours long, and I just don't have, number one, the attention span, and number two, the capacity and the engineering to produce that long of an episode right now, this moment. But we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna go with the vibes, and I hope y'all are down with the vibes as well. That being said, to get into it, you guys, today's episode is about issues. And yeah, this might be one of those episodes where we get a little deep, a little ruffled feathers, those types of things. But I wanted to have this conversation because recently I was doing some thinking and some, what do you call it? What do you call it, girl? Self evaluating. Let's start with that. I was doing some self-evaluating, I was definitely thinking about, past relationships and my current relationships, and how sometimes it is okay to be a problem. We all have problems. We all face different problems within different relationships, whether it be family, friends, relationships, work, life, relationships, people you encounter here and now, or people you encounter throughout life, throughout this walk of life. And we all have issues. Every single person in the world has issues, whether it be issues that are brought upon them, issues that they bring towards the relationship, issues that you face, on the timeline of your relationship, or most importantly, especially one I want to knock on today, is issues within yourself. Now, I'm not trying to comfort anybody. I'm not trying to, be negative about this at all, because that is not my intent. However, I do want to say that it is okay, as grown adults, we have issues, and it's okay to admit when we are wrong and when we have issues, and how we can move forward to fix them so that our relationships can be better, first with ourselves and with other people. Because, for example, if you have like a friendship or a relationship, and you find yourself kind of not being happy or fulfilled as you expected to be in that relationship, it's okay to look inward. It's okay to reassess some things and say, you know what, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I went about the situation the wrong way. Now, I'm gonna say another disclaimer, because I really am just trying to make people understand that we all do have issues, and that we all are capable of fixing our own issues and staying accountable for ourselves, because this is a self-love journey. Okay, this is a self-love journey, and in order to love yourself authentically and 100%, you have to realize that it's okay to have issues. It is okay to talk things out. It is okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to hold things in. However, you don't want to hold things in too much, because then it becomes an issue with yourself. I used to be the type of person that held in everything and bottled things up, and just really, really didn't open up to people. And it hurt me along the way. I used to be very, very closeted. Like, not closeted. I used to be very, very like a closed book, if you will. Like, I went through a lot of things mentally, and I still have my days, and everyone does. But I realized that, number one, not only am I going to be my best teacher, but learning to accept help from others, and learning to accept criticism from others is also going to be one of your best teachers. So I used to hold in all my feelings, and I used to never open up to anyone about things that I was going through. And it made my mental health take a turn for the worst. It was very bad. I went through a very dark time in my life. And, you know, after a long period of isolation and self reevaluation, I realized like it's okay to talk to people. It's okay to realize that you are not perfect. It's okay to realize that you have issues. But how you get through that is how we move forward as a person, as a people, as a community, as a brother, as a sister, as a friend, as a daughter, as a co-worker, those things, as a son, as a, leader. And honestly, learning this is going to be one of the best things that you do, because it's going to help you talk to yourself and create that relationship with yourself. So how I did it was, I was going through this dark time, and I was tired of feeling as if I had no one to talk to. So this may sound crazy, but I started talking to myself. Like, I started talking to myself. I started, talking through things and really making sure that it sounded right. And as I was talking things out, I realized a lot of the times I wasn't making sense. Like, even still to this day, I would say something and be like, girl, that don't really make sense. Let's start thinking before we speak. That right there is a lesson. That right there is me teaching myself and recognizing an issue, finding a solution for the issue, and then moving forward. That's the only thing that I wanted to illustrate to you guys today. Like, whatever you encounter ever, whether it be an interview or a new business venture or a new friendship or even a romantic relationship that you're trying to look forward to getting into, like, it's okay to like go through something once, trial and error, right? It's okay to go through something with trial and error and realize, okay, let's not do it this way again. Let's change it up and try it again and see where it gets us, because it's gonna be your best teacher. So yeah, even like in different relationships when it comes to business, such as, working on a team of individuals or even working by yourself, it's okay to not do everything perfect the first time. It's okay to have something that you're dealing with, having some baggage. But please understand that the baggage that you bring to every relationship is not good baggage. The baggage that you bring to every relationship is not healthy baggage. It's not productive baggage. So you have to be willing to work through that for yourself so that you can proceed and produce better relationships and better communication, better characteristics, those types of things within your relationship. And honestly, you guys, it will save your life. Like, honestly, learning how to accept criticism, learning how to hear people out. If someone comes to you and they're telling you about yourself and you don't really like it, and you know that you are not like that, then it's okay to like not take it to heart, not take it personally. One of the main things that I'm working through right now in my life is trying not to take things so personal, because I am a very, very sensitive girl. Okay, I cry so often. I am a crybaby. Okay, and I just honestly am just a very sensitive individual. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a sensitive individual. Having people give me criticism and having people, really that want the best for me, talk to me and try to helped me a lot, because it made me realize, sorry, the mic is, I gotta figure out how exactly to use this mic so that it's not fuzzy. Like, every time I move it or touch it, it goes crazy. I gotta figure that out. But anyways, learning to like accept criticism from people that really want your best interest at heart, it is a learning experience. It's a learning journey. And you have to realize that if you have to want the best for yourself, so that the people that want the best for you, when they give you help, you are able to recognize that help and use it to change stuff up or even make things better, so that your work ethic is better, so that your friendships are better, so that your relationships are better. Yeah. I probably sound like I just went on a 15-minute rant. However, it's okay because I got it off my chest. And also, you all, like, you have to, not only does everyone have issues, but everyone has a biggest hater. Okay, like, everyone has a biggest hater. For some people, their biggest hater is themselves. For other people, their biggest hater is like their family members, their mom, or like their brother or their sister, or like a cousin. For other people, their biggest haters is someone that they thought that they were best friends with, or classmates with. However, if you have a biggest hater, my personal biggest hater is myself. I'm gonna just be completely honest with y'all. My biggest hater is myself. I am a biggest, like, even with starting a project such as my podcast, like, still to this day, I am a big hater of myself, and I'm not proud of that. However, in doing this, I have to be the one to tell myself, girl, set this podcast up and get to recording, because the people want to see a visual. Like, regardless of what people are going to think, what people are going to say, everybody has haters, like I just said, and those are issues. Haters are issues, but they are not specifically issues that affect me directly. So recognizing a hater is like, oh, okay, hey girl, keep it moving. And a hater to me is a nagger. Like, somebody's gonna nag and be in your ear and be like a mosquito in your ear. That's what a hater is. That's what an issue is. You just have to learn to accept it, recognize it, figure out what to do with the issue, and move forward. That's essentially everything that I wanted to say today. I hope I got my message across. And I hope that, things I hope that you take this information and you realize, like, okay, I gotta do some self reevaluation. I gotta do some self, like, I gotta have a conversation with myself. I gotta talk to myself, and see, like, okay, in this relationship, am I doing anything wrong? Or if you don't feel like you're doing anything wrong, because you not always are doing anything wrong, trust me. Just be like, okay, is there anything that I want to improve from this relationship, like within this relationship? Is there anything that I want to improve? And honestly, like, if there is something, then think about it. Figure out, okay, maybe I can stop, like, blaming myself, or maybe I can stop, whatever it may be. Be not afraid to have those conversations with yourself so that you can move forward and, be a better person. That's what this is all about. Being a better person for ourselves and learning how to deal with things the healthy way and the right way, and just going through this together. This is a journey of us together. I say it every time, you all. So, yes, that was my message for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And honestly, y'all, I gotta realize that I can't be up here with the mic when I do my deep breath, because the people that wear AirPods is gonna be like, oh my goodness, girl, she just breathing in my ear. So I gotta realize that the mic don't need to be in my face for real. Yeah, but we're gonna work with it. Like I said earlier this year, we got some tweaks and turns to do with the podcast. The podcast is going to be expanding. We're going to be doing some new things, some big things. Just keep the faith. Just honestly trust the process. I'm in a very, 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 y'all, I am in a very, 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 very trust the process type of era right now, type of moment in my life right now. I'm trusting everything. I'm trusting God. I'm trying to trust myself, trying to hold myself accountable, and I'm just trusting the process. And I think everyone should just trust the process, because it gets hard out here. And if you're your biggest hater, your biggest doubter yourself, like I am, the trust that you build within yourself and within your work is going to be your saving. Not to mention the trust with God as well, because that is very, very essential. But I'm going to wrap it up here, you all. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We have to do our deep breath, so I hope you're ready. I'm gonna count down to 1, and we're gonna do our deep breath, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close out for this episode. And yeah, I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Love ya. Let's do our deep breath. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I hope that I was not breathing all harsh in y'all ear, but it's okay. If it was, I'm gonna figure out how to do it better next time. See, that's the issue. I'm recognizing and I'm changing it, and I'm gonna do better. That's the whole point of this whole episode. However, you guys, thank you guys for watching, for listening, for supporting, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. This was your host, Maya Cree. Bye.